Hi folks, welcome to the Senior Moment, a weekly video series with tips and advice for older adults and the people who care about them. My name is Brooke Knight and I am a real estate agent with Realty One Group Clarity serving the North Puget Sound region of Washington. I'm also what's called a seniors real estate specialist, which means that I have specialized training and expertise as well as years of experience specifically focused on serving older adults in our region. In today's Senior Moment, we're going to talk about carbon monoxide detectors and the importance of having one of those in your home and making sure that it is well functioning. This has been especially important over the last couple of weeks as we've seen a cold snap, not just in our region, but throughout the entire country and some of the devastating consequences of that. So let's start talking a little bit about it. First of all, what is carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide is an odorless gas that can be poisonous and even deadly to people. And so what's really important is that you have a detector in your home to make sure that it isn't invading your home. Carbon monoxide poisoning often feels like the flu, but the symptoms might come on very gradually, or if you are breathing in carbon monoxide when you're sleeping, you might not detect it at all. So if you're awake, some symptoms might include having a headache, being drowsy, being a little bit more lethargic than usual, maybe having a stomach ache. Like I said, often mimic the flu. So if you start to experience any of those symptoms, start paying attention to what might be causing it. Carbon monoxide forms in your home when you are burning something like gas, burning oil, coal, or even burning wood. It can let off carbon monoxide that can cause problems in your home, especially if those appliances that are burning those fuels are not properly vented to the outside. And so we've seen just kind of horrifying instances in Texas over the last week where Texas was out of power. Most of Texas had lost power for about a week, and it was incredibly cold for Texas. It was somewhere in the 20s or even lower. And so people were taking drastic measures to try and keep themselves warm in their homes, including bringing in gas barbecues and lighting those in their home. And unfortunately, because those are not vented to the outside, there were several tragic instances of people losing their lives due to carbon monoxide poisoning. Other things that could cause problems are if you run a generator in your garage or in your home without it being properly vented. So really easy step you can take to make sure that you and your family are safe is to install a carbon monoxide detector. About 10 years ago in Washington State, it was mandated for any new residential buildings. And in fact, if you have bought or sold a home within the past 10 years, you know that that is part of what is required for that sale to even go through. It is required as part of the sale process. However, a lot of older adults especially may have been in the same home for many years and so have not been through that purchase and sale process to have a mandate that a carbon monoxide detector be installed in their home. And so that's why I wanted to just bring that to your attention today. Carbon monoxide detectors can be hardwired into your home, but they can also be plugged in. Really simple to install, cost less than $20. I would recommend treating them just like you treat your smoke detectors, which is to say that every time you change the clocks in your home, you change out the batteries in your carbon monoxide detector to make sure that it is always functioning. You want to make sure that you have at least one on every floor of your house, and you want to make sure that there is one close to your bedroom so that you can hear it if you are sleeping, if it should go off. So again, carbon monoxide detectors, if you don't already have one in your home, now is a good time to get one. If you do have one in your home and you haven't checked the batteries recently, make sure that you take care of that as soon as possible, and make sure that you have one on every floor of your home just to keep yourself and your family safe, especially during this colder weather that we've all been experiencing across the country this year. Next week's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the reverse mortgage process, and it'll be really a reverse mortgage 101. There's a ton we could talk about as it relates to reverse mortgages, so this is just going to be an intro into reverse mortgage. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that, and we will dig even more deeply into reverse mortgages in future episodes. If you found this information helpful today, please like and share this video. Remember, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at goodnighthomes.com. That's Good Night with a K, as in Brooke Knight, Realtor. I hope we see you next week, and until then, make every night a good night.